Hello and welcome to the 2015 Denny Buehler Memorial Tournament. We are just now getting into the finals featuring the Legend Killers going against Jay's Yankees. It's been an exciting weekend here at Spoils Field, featuring a lot of softballs, some burgers, dogs, even apple slices and baby carrots, a new addition to the menu this year. Everyone's having a good time. Spirits are up. We've seen a lot of fortunate winners for our Split the Pot raffles. Gift cards have been won. And I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who's been with us for this entire weekend. And if you're at home viewing, I hope you enjoy what you see, because for sure we have some exciting softball to be played. Now, starting out, we're going to have the Legend Killers as the away team. They're going to be up to bat as Berg is leading things off. And pitching right now is Daryl. This is our first pitch, and we got a single smacked opposite field. And he'll take the short turnaround first and come back, and that's how this one's starting off. It is a leadoff single for Berg, and we are underway, and that's going to bring up Annie. Annie's had an impressive tournament, and she's yet to get out this game, which is impressive. And she's going to take that pitch for a ball, pushing her to first base as Berg goes to second. And that's going to bring up Zach.
Yes, one pitch.
So Zach now, and that's not even close, so he's going to head to second base on that one. We've got some unique rules going on. There's been some inclement weather this weekend, so we've adjusted accordingly. So with that said, Berg comes around to score to make it 1-0 in favor of the Legend Killers. And Dana up now, batting from the left side. And we've got a base hit, right field side. Annie's going to come in to score as Zach heads over to third. And Dana on first, so runners on the corners. And that's going to bring up Kid, and still no one out. Daryl's been at this all weekend on the mound, so he may be getting tired, and I wouldn't be surprised to see some action in the bullpen early on in the game here. Swung on. That's belted high and deep. That's got a chance. It is going. And just like that, Legend Killers are off to a 5-0 lead as we see the 3-run home run hit by Sean the Kid. That's an impressive piece of hitting right there. So following Kid's home run, we're going to see Shaq come up here. And Shaq with the towering build. Not the best of free throws, but she sure can hit a softball. She knows what she's doing at the plate there. And that's swung on. Bouncer back to the pitcher. And he'll flip to first for the easy out. That's the first out of the inning. And coming up now, we're going to see TK, who's had an impressive career all around. He's also very good with animals and chops this one to short. The flip to first is in time. Nice pick at first there for the second out. So with two away, Michelle coming up now. This is Michelle's first at-bat, and she lines this one to left. And a nice hustle in there to pull in the third out. So 5 quick runs and then 1, 2, 3. And that's going to bring us to the bottom of the first, where we see Jay's Yankees try and catch up from their 5-0 deficit. So we have Legend Killers taking the field. We've seen a lot of very special defense. Balls that should have been routine have been bobbled left and right. Balls that should have been super difficult have been made to look easy. And we've seen balls flying everywhere, in the outfield, in the infield, at me, in my face, maybe in your face too if you're watching at home. So Nate's going to lead things off. Nate prefers wearing his hat backwards. He likes to keep his neck shielded from the sun. Doesn't really help much with his vision unless he wants to look up. But this is a game of preferences. It doesn't matter whether you play the game or not. It's just all in how you play. And you should play it however you want. And if you're keeping score at home, I question what you're doing with your life. But it is 5-0 as he hits a hot shot to Shaq at third. And that's flipped to first for the easy out. So one away as Nate's out on ground ball. He managed to shift his body weight into it, which is good, but results weren't so good. And we see the kid bobble that one there. He had a rough stretch last game. He managed to homer in his first at-bat and then proceeded with 4 consecutive outs. And that blunder there may end up costing them. However, this is softball, and that will be ruled a single for Christine. So good job to Christine for getting on base. Dug up now, and this one's belted high and deep. Left fielder coming over and caught. Christine thinks about tagging, but she'll retreat. So 2 away now as Beth is coming up. Beth is hitting cleanup today. And I also want to take a moment to thank especially members of Jay's Yankees for making sure the field stayed clean today. And that one hops to short, and he'll take the easy out at second on the 6-4 fielder's choice. So at the end of 1, Legend Killers are ahead over the Jays Yankees 5-0. Now for Legend Killers coming up, we're gonna lead things off with Kenny. On deck is Angie, who's having a heck of a tournament. And in the hole would be Berg, and he's who singled the lead off the game and later scored the first run in that 5-run first inning rally. Now, if you're getting hungry at home, we do have a grill here. However, this is not live, so please don't come to Spoils Field expecting food because we will not have that available. But if you'd like to, you know, just look at a softball field for a few minutes, Spoils Field will still be here. All right. So coming up now, here is Kenny. A real burner on the base paths. He's known for his speed and contact ability. And we see that here. And that's going to make it into the hole. That one had eyes. And he hustles down the first for the single. That's going to bring up Angie. Angie's known for her high saliva output. She's able to spit into her gloves before every single at-bat. Swung on, lifted to left. Scaling back, and he makes the catch. So Kenny, who was pinch hit for by the kid, will return to first. So with 1 away, we're gonna go to Berg. As I said, he did single to lead off the game and scored in that 5-run first. And lefty pulls it. Popped the first and caught, so 2 away. And Annie's gonna come up now. She walked her first time up. That was last inning. And the pitch. And that one's a bit short, so she's going to head to first on that one. With Kenny going to second. And we'll see Zach come on now. Zach was the 3rd run of that 5-run first inning. Now, due to the inclement weather, we will see some adjusted rules. For example, it is 1 pitch per at-bat. If a man walks, because it's 2015, he will head to second base. And if there are less than 2 outs, the woman will hit. If there are 2 outs or more, well, let's just say exactly 2 outs, then the woman is allowed to take first base for free. I don't know. All right, so following that walk to Zach, which is going to score, well, what was Kenny's placement in the order. We're going to see Dana go to first, and the kid back up again. And Annie's still over there on third with the bases loaded. And this one's swatted to deep right center. Did he get all of it? It's going to bounce off the wall. And we got 1 run coming in, 2 runs coming in. And he'll slide into second safely. And that's a 2 RBI double for the kid. And you can see he got a huge piece of that going opposite field. Just taking what the pitcher's giving him. So Zach and Annie score. Dana's now on third. And here is Shaq with 2 down. And she'll take that pitch for a ball, and that will reload the bases. And TK up now. TK bounced to short his first time up. And this one's a fair ball just down the line. We see Dana come in. We see Sean the kid come in. That's 2 more to make it 10-0. So that's a great piece of hitting there by TK. Getting a couple RBIs on the base hit. He holds there at first. So Michelle up now. She lined out to left her first time up. And we have another liner to the left side, and that's going to be caught for out number 3. And so we're going to head to the bottom of the second, but Legend Killers with a big lead, 10-0. All right, so as we head to the bottom of the second, we're going to see Jay's Yankees come out. Nick is going to lead things off. As you can see here early in the game, it's a pretty tight matchup. Legend Killers only with a double-digit lead. We could see Jay's Yankees rebound. Their last game, they did manage to score 12 runs in the second inning and carry on to win 13-10. Now with Nick coming up here now, we've got Vinny on deck, and then we'll see Matt do what he does, which is typically get out, but sometimes he surprises you. And Nick skies this one to left. Left fielder coming in, and that's gonna loop in there as Nick hustles down the line, making it on the single. And that's gonna bring up Vinny. And you can see Nick, he may have pulled a groin muscle, so he's coming out for the pinch runner. And with Vinny now, swung on, belted to left, but hooks it a little bit too foul, so she's gonna foul out there for out number 1. And that's gonna bring up Matt. Matt recently went to the animal shelter, got a few cats, got them fixed, bred them, and sold them for profit. So good job, Matt, as he takes the walk. So Nick will head to third on that one, with Matt sitting on second, and that'll bring up Claire. 1 away. Claire is a master Jenga player. She once beat Oprah Winfrey. Quite impressively, too. Ground ball, shortstop. They'll let the runner get in there, so that's an RBI ground out for Claire. And Jay's Yankees are now on the board, 10-1. And Daryl swings at this one, swats it at right center. But that is caught for your second out. Excuse me, third out. And that's going to be the end of our second inning. But Jays Yankees do get on the board as they are down by just 9 runs after 2 innings. So just like last inning, we're going to see Kenny lead things off. That was back when he singled and scored. Speaking of single, yes, I am. Feel free to give me a call. That number is 513-739-3837, as we see Daryl line out there to end the second inning. As you can see, it's a gorgeous day here at Spoils Field. A little bit of overcast, but the sunshine has managed to peek out here and there. All right, here's Kenny. The speedster is going to take that one outside.
Hey, you can go to second, kid. It's going to take a while, kid. Take your time.
And as he heads to second base, we're going to see Angie come up. Here's Angie. She flied left the first time up. This one's a ball, however, so she'll take the free pass and head to first base to bring up Berg. Now that we're back at the top of the order. Berg's 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the first. Also popped to first base last inning. And this is a deep liner. And that's going to one-hop the wall. So we see the very, very fast Kenny come in to score. And Angie's going to hold at third on the RBI double for Berg. As you can see here, it's quite a swing on it. Nice level swing as they teach in Little League, but this is softball. Regardless, it still applies. Not that I would know. And a line shot, but pitcher makes the excellent grab. So Berg's going to hold at second. Angie's going to hold at third. As Annie lines out back to the pitcher, 1 away. And that one's considered a ball by our umpire here. So Zach's going to second as Angie comes in to score. So Berg's still on third, Zach on second. And here is Dana. Dana has singled and walked. She also has an RBI and has scored twice. And that one's not even close. So that walk will push her to first to load the bases. And with 1 down, here's the kid who already has 5 RBIs. He's just a single and triple short of the cycle. And belted up the middle. That's going to bring in at least 2 runs. So Berg comes around to score, as well does Zach. Following kids up the middle base hit. He's just a triple short of the cycle now. And he's already got 7 RBIs in the game here in the 3rd inning. All right, so Shaq's strikeout makes it 2 down. Quite frankly, I thought that was pathetic. Anyway, so we got a line single going to left field. And they're going to hold Dana at third. And the bases are juiced once again. Following TK's smack single to left. Great piece of hitting there. So we got the kid on second, Dana on third, TK at first, and here's Michelle. She's 0 for 2. She's lined left, lined to short. And here she's going to Hit a one-hopper to shortstop. He'll flip to second. Take the easy out there for out number 3. And for the 3rd consecutive inning, Michelle has been the 3rd out. However, Legend Killers do put 4 on the board, building on their lead, 14-1. So, as we see Legend Killers take the field, that's going to bring up Jay's Yankees, who only have a 13-run deficit here in the 3rd. We're going to get to the bottom of the order as Meredith, Tyler, and Lisa are due up. And as you can see, the umpire showing his best side here today. Looking good, as always. And I'll tell you what, everyone's just been phenomenal here. Everyone's gotten along so well. The only exception would possibly be me in the restroom, little borderline altercation between me and the toilet seat. I did enjoy some of the concessions, and they were quite delicious, the ones I do remember. So Meredith up now, and she'll take that ball outside, head to first for a walk. And Tyler is coming up now. Tyler has yet to really do anything in this game. Trying to change that here by hitting for the first time. And that one's a little inside, so he's going to go to second with Meredith going to third. Back-to-back walks is going to bring up Lisa. And after Lisa, we're going back to the top of the order. And first pitch misses, and that's going to load up the bases. And here's Nate, who led off the Jays Yankees first half of the first inning with a grounder to third. And that one misses, which is going to bring in 2 runs. So that's a 2 RBI walk for Nate, which doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but that is what we're calling it. Christine up now. She singled her first time up, the Jays Yankees' first hit of the game. Lisa now on third, and this one's caught for the infield. And that is our first out here in the bottom half of the third inning. Yeah, we'll take another look at that, and as you can see, put a good swing on it, just couldn't keep it level. And this one smacked opposite field. That's another base hit. So we'll see Lisa come in to score, as well as Nate tacking on a couple more. And Jays Yankees now up to 5 runs, 4 of which have come this inning. So Doug gets a couple RBIs with that single, and Beth is up. And she'll look at that one, take the ball. And Nick takes a big cut. That's way deep to left center. And it's going to take a couple hops before it gets the wall. Doug comes in to score. Beth's going to hold it third. And that's an RBI single for Nick. As you can see, power is part of his game. And he shows it off there as he drives it into the gap. So now up is Vinny. Beth on third, Nick on first. Vinny fouled out her first time up. This happens to be my cousin. Ground ball, fielded cleanly at short. And he's going to take it himself to second and flip to first. And they say he is pulled off the bag, so safe at first. So as you can see, he's going to take it himself to second base, and the throw here. And yeah, good job, good call by the umpire. But the run does score as Beth comes in. Oh, that was certainly tricky. Well, Let's see if they send the medics out there.
What did Denny do and what did Mac do?
We got to pop up the left field. And that's going to be our third out. But we do see at least 6 runs come across. Let's just call it 6 runs. It's really hard to keep track of all these things. Plus, I'm super, let's call it fatigued. All right, so the third out there is going to bring us to the 4th inning.
Hey, let's go here.
And Jays Yankees managed to score 6 here in the after the 3rd inning. They're still in it, but only down by a touchdown. 14-7 in favor of the Legend Killers. And here's Kenny leading off the 3rd consecutive inning here in the 4th. And swung on, belted high to left field. Doesn't have the distance though, as that's brought in for the 1st out. Stepped into it, just got under it a bit. So here's Angie. She's flied left and also walked, scoring last inning. The 2nd of 4 runs in the 3rd. And this one's hit directly to left field, and he's there. So Angie's been consistent. When she swings, she does fly out to left. And now we have 2 down. And he didn't need to move much there. So great adjustment or non-adjustment. And here's another fly ball to left field. He's going to come in for it and make the catch. So that's a quick 1-2-3 inning. 3 flyouts to left field, and now you have us going to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Legend Killers stay ahead, 14-7 over Jays Yankees. So as we head to the bottom half of the 4th, we're going to be led off by Daryl. He's known as the Legend Killers ace. He's thrown a lot of complete games this tournament. Surprised his arm is still intact, quite frankly. So Kenny on the mound, ready to face off the opposing pitcher. I know there's been a lot of animosity between these 2 teams over the years. We may see a beaning attempt. Hopefully we don't. We like to keep things friendly, but here's hoping everything stays cooperative. And that one just catches the corner. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, you don't question the umpire in these things because the umpire is always right. You just pretend he's a customer or what have you. So Daryl strikes out for the 1st out, and now Meredith is forward with the walk. And this one's popped to right field. As you can see, the sun's starting to come out in full force now, but Tyler's out, following the line out to right field. It's a good swing, just goes right at somebody, and that's how she goes. Ground ball, fielded at short, and flipped to second for the easy fielder's choice. So, following the 6-4 play, we've got 4 innings in. We're headed to the 5th. Jays Yankees still down by a touchdown. Hi, everyone. My name is Weave Installs. I'm announcing this tournament. So here now, coming up to bat, we have Annie. On deck, we have Zach. In the hole is Dana. You know, I tell you, one of my favorite things about this tournament is you'll never see a better display of athleticism anywhere in the greater Cincinnati area. And we've got that didn't really look like softball, but that does still qualify as softball. That's a swinging bunt and an out. So following the foul out, we've got one away. And here is Zach. Let's see what Zach does here. The pitch, and one hop to second. Throw is just in time for the 4-3 putout. So with two away, here is Dana. She has singled and walked twice. Has an RBI, a couple runs scored. Definitely one of the hotter hitters on the team. And that's bouncing off the plate for a ball, i.e. a walk, as she heads down to first base. And coming up now, we have the kid. He's 3 for 3 with a single, double, home run, 7 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. And that one's belted. Right center field. So that's back-to-back singles for him. He's still a triple short of the cycle. As Dana scoots on over to second base. The kid at first, and that's going to bring up Shaq. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. So with Shaq at the dish, swung on, up the middle, and that's a scorcher. Going to be a base hit for her. They're waving Dana around. She's going to score with the kid headed over to third. So that's a nice piece of hitting. They teach you to hit it where it's pitched, and it appeared she did aim it toward the pitcher. So nice bit of hitting there for Shaq. So here's TK, he's 2 for 3. Ground ball, and that's going to get past the second baseman, and she seems a bit affected by that. And they try to catch Shaq napping at second base, but she got back just in time as the kid comes in to score. That is their second run of the 5th inning. So TK's RBI single is going to bring in Michelle. We've got an injury timeout as the ball managed to deflect off her hand. And we may see a substitution. All right, as you can see, it comes in here, just bounces off. And all right, here comes the replacement. She may be out for the season. This may be her last appearance in this tournament. We wish her the best of luck in her recovery. So Michelle up now. And that is swung on. And caught at shortstop for the third out. But the Legend Killers do build on their lead, making this a 16-7 ball game. It's going to take a few field goals for Jay's Yankees to come back in this one, but they've done it before. Maybe they'll do it again.
Stephanie's in for Angie on the Legend Killers.
So, with Angie coming out on that one, we've got Stephanie joining this game. Now we're here in the bottom half of the 5th. We're going to go to the top of the order. Nate's going to lead it off once again. His last time up, he walked with the bases loaded, which brought in a couple runs. Then on deck is Christine. She's 1 for 2. And after Christine is Doug, who's also 1 for 2. He has a couple RBIs. Scored back in the third.
Is that cold?
All right, here's Nate. We're going to see the high heat coming from Kenny, the fireballer. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded to short. And flips to first. 1 away. And Christine is going to take the free pass as she heads to first base on the walk. This is one pitch softball due to inclement weather. Trying to get these in while we can. Find out our championship winner. And Doug rips this one to right center. Nice piece of hitting right there. So Christine safe at second. And Doug safe at first on the single. And up now is Beth. She's 0 for 1 with the run scored. And that walk is going to load the bases. Speaking of loaded, I had a great time last night. You know, it's always a lot of fun here at the Denny Buehler Memorial Tournament. I invite you to join us next year. Happens every July at Spoils Field here in Green Hills, Ohio. And Nick takes the walk, which is going to score 2 runs for our Jays Yankees. As Christine and Doug come in. Beth standing on third. Vinny on first. And here's Matt. Oh, excuse me. That is my mistake. Vinny was not issued the free pass, seeing as how there are less than 2 outs. So she's going to come up to the plate. And there's a substitute for Nick at second base. That's Nate in there. And embarrassingly, Vinny strikes out there. It's pretty pathetic. So Matt up now. 2 outs. And that is your strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts from the fireballer. Pitching for Legend Killers. So that's 2 runs that the Jays Yankees get. They get those back. Stays 16-9. Still down just a touchdown. We're going to the top of 6. It's going to be led off by Michelle. She's 0 for 3, which is as bad as you can be in 3 at-bats. And then after that, we have Kenny, who's 1 for 2. And Stephanie, who joined mid-game. And looks like we have another substitute. Someone's coming in for Kenny on the Legend Killers. So Kenny is replaced by Jay. And that was my mistake. I thought Michelle was leading things off, but she was, in fact, the 3rd out of the last inning. So Kenny's replaced by Jay. And I don't completely understand the thought there as Jay lines out the short. It's a good swing, just didn't hit in the right place. And that's going to bring up Stephanie. She's 0 for 2. She's fly to left a couple times. Ground ball, hit the third base. Clean pick. And the long throw is good, so that's out number 2. And with 2 down, we're back at the top of the order. This is Berg. Batting from the left side. And we got a grounder to second base. And it's just in time. Nice hustle by Berg, but the throw got there in time for the 3rd out. So we'll see where this ends. And good call by the umpire. So on the ground out, we've got 3 up, 3 down. And we'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. And Jay's Yankees are going to try and climb back into this one as they're down 7.
Here comes James.
We see Legend Killers taking the field here. You can tell they're having a good time, judging by their hustle. Can't wait to get this game going. As you can see, all stars abound. Every player here is the best of what they do. I don't know what they do, but they tell me they're the best at it, and I'm not one to accuse people of lying. That would be making me a hypocrite. So leading off, here's Claire.
No. Don't put your face on.
She may have something stuck in her eye, but she'll dig it out of there, get the shades back on, and get underway. As you can see, we got a lot going on here. And Claire won't even hesitate to get first base on that walk. And here's Daryl. Handsome young gentleman. Bounces this one up the middle for a single. That's going to bring up Meredith. Meredith has yet to swing this game, but she has reached base a couple times on walks. And that is another walk. And that'll load up the bases for Tyler. Tyler lined to right his last time up. And then before that, back in the 3rd, he walked and later scored. And this one bounces off the plate. That's going to drive in 2 runs. So we got Meredith on 3rd, Tyler on 2nd, and here is Lisa coming to the dish. Lisa bounced to short her last time up in the fielder's choice. And slow roller to short. The throw to first in time. And we got a nice play there. Get the first out. As you can see, she extended herself to make contact there. And great play at shortstop for the Legend Killers to get the first out. And this one's down the line. That's a fair ball. That's going to drive in 2 runs. And that's a 2 RBI single for Nate. So Christine up now. She's 1 for 2. Has a walk also and a run scored. And she lifts this one to right center. Camps under it, and he's got it. So 2 away. Nate will hold it first, and that's going to bring up Doug, who's 2 for 3 with a couple singles, a couple RBIs, a couple runs. And that one's lined into the gap between 3rd and short. So Nate advances to second. Doug to first on the single. And that's going to bring up Beth. She was stranded at third base her last time up. Also walked and scored in the third. And that one falls short of the plate. And that's going to load up the bases as Beth heads to first. And here is Nick. He has an RBI and a couple runs. He hits this one high and deep. And that is gone, a grand slam. And that's going to give Jay's Yankees a 1-run lead. Absolutely crushed. Well, Nick puts Jay's Yanks on top in a big, big way with a grand slam to take the lead. And as you can see, the best side here. We're gonna keep it rolling. Bounce her back to the pitcher for Vinny. And flip the first, and that is the third out, but not before Jay's Yankees takes a 1-run lead. And we're gonna go to the 7th inning. Here we can see it again, just absolutely crushed with the bases loaded. That's some excellent late-inning heroics right there. Trying to lead his team through actions. So it's a 17-16 lead for Jay's Yankees. The Legend Killers, who have led the entire game up until the 6th inning, are going to try and regain that lead. Otherwise, they will be eliminated from this tournament. So batting now is Annie, and she swings, and great job at second baseman to get the tricky hop and relay that to first for the out. So 1 away. That's going to bring up Zach. Zach has scored 3 times this game. He's going to try and make it a 4th. To tie this one up. And that was going to bounce off the pitcher's mitt. And he's got the speed to make it the first in time. So that's an infield single for Zach. And coming up now is Dana. She's 1 for 1 with 3 walks. And takes a swing at this one. We've got a 4 to 6. And not to 3 as the throw was a little off, but there are 2 outs now on the 4 to 6 fielder's choice. And coming up now is the kid. He's a triple short of the cycle. He has 7 RBIs and 3 runs scored. And that's ripped up the middle. It's gonna be a base hit as Dana goes first to third on the play. It's a good piece of hitting there. Dana hits the third. Sean to first on the single. And Shaq's going to come up now. She's 1 for 3, has struck out, walked. Also single. And this one's ripped up the middle, and that's your tie and run. This game will continue. So Dana comes in to score. Kid safe at second, and Shaq with an RBI single to tie the game. We've got quite a thriller here. That's going to bring up TK. And he rips this one up the middle. They're going to send the kid around. And that is going to give Legend Killers the lead as Shaq holds the third. That is exactly what they needed.
Legend Killers take the
hits it where it's pitched, up the middle. And that's going to bring up Michelle. Michelle's 0 for 4.
Oh, you mean your waning heart percentage?
Ground ball, third base, fielded cleanly, and she'll flip the second. So, we're going to head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Legend Killers regain the lead as they're up 18-17 over Jay's Yankees. Jay's Yankees are going to come in here and try to take back over. This has turned into quite an interesting game, I got to say. You can see them all pouring out. Everyone's having a good time. Except for maybe the young lady who hurt her hand. I don't know if she's going to the hospital or... They're probably just going to put some ice on it. I'm sure she's fine. Whatever. Anyway, we got Matt coming up. Matt struck out his last time up. And he'll walk here. So Matt with the leadoff walk to get on the second base.
Yeah, she was one of...
And coming up now is Claire. She's 0 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. And she's going to try and swing this bat, which she does, which will also result in a fly out to right field. Matt will hold at second. And Daryl will come in now. And this one's belted opposite field. Right fielder coming in. And caught route number 2. Runner threatens to tag, but he'll hold. So 2 away. And that's going to bring up Meredith. Meredith has walked all 3 plate appearances this game. And will make that all 4 plate appearances this game. That's going to bring up Tyler. And he hits a high fly ball to right center. And that's your final out as Tyler pops out to right center. So Jay's Yankees lose the lead in the final inning, and Legend Killers managed to come out ahead with an 18-17 win. Well, thank you much, everyone. This has been the Denny Buehler Memorial Tournament. We'll be back in just a moment as we head on to our next game. I've been Weaving Stalls. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title, along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio, 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.